You can't actually see this on camera, but I'm just laying here in bed with my room lit up by the Kansas City lights. It's more impressive in person. Or I just need a better camera. I just realized you're in bed with me. Yeah, baby. The city is starting to wake up. I might have done a thing. Getting brighter. Well, that can't be the Amtrak I would have been on, because that one wasn't leaving until like 8 something this morning, and it's only it's quarter till 8. So I don't know which train that is. Ooh, it's got a double decker though. That's pretty sweet. That's got to be going somewhere important. I think this train is carrying tracks. Breakfast is served, and these smell fucking amazing. They're lemon blueberry pancakes. Sorry to make you jealous if you're watching, Sean. I was like, I've got all this. Is this other kinds of butter? Like, I don't really know. That almost looks like frosting or something. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could have frosting with... Oh, maybe is that lemon? Maybe that's the lemon. Hold on. Let me get a... Ooh, it's warm. That is definitely the lemon. So, yeah. Take in the hair. Take it all in, baby. We were in bed together last night, so hey, this is your fault. So after I just decided, because I was like, I should have got something from the little store downstairs last night for breakfast. Because you know, I said last night as I was walking back in that you could get breakfast here for like $30. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. So instead, I decided to have them deliver food to the room for me. And after a $6 delivery charge, whatever, which is like you're bringing it upstairs. You're not like walking it across town or something. I don't even think the delivery fee was that much for the fucking 2 drinks that I got last night. There was like a store that's 2 miles away, but and a 20% tip. I ended up spending about $40 for breakfast instead. So this would probably be pretty good though. I think they were 17. And this little bottle of orange juice was 7. You can get that a lot cheaper anywhere else. But here I am in my room with my view. Yes, with my view. Other than the bars. Eating breakfast by myself. I didn't even have to put pants on. Like, check this out. Look at this. And I still get to enjoy breakfast. So, and you know, I figured, like, while I'm doing it, why not do it? You know, live it up. You know, treat yourself every once in a while. You know, why not do it? You deserve it. Now I'm trying this other stuff. I can't really see. I don't know what that is, but it's not going on my pancakes. I lifted this up to put some butter up underneath here. That's a hella bloopers. I looked it up on the website again So it's either the lemon curd or the sweet lemon ricotta. That is not going on my pancakes, whatever that is. No. Those are pretty darn good. That orange juice, however, not worth $7. I put it in with my Sprite from last night, so that made it better. Though when I was pouring it out, there was like some soot at the bottom, whatever. Silt, whatever, I don't know. So maybe I should have shaken it up first. Just like with the Ethiopian food last night, though. I'm not sure how much of a dent I'm going to get in this. Sorry, Menskies, I might have to try you next time. Geese. Well, I got her licked. Well, I mean, eaten. Licking it would have taken a lot longer. Now I just have my virgin mimosa. Well, the hair's going to stay crazy, even if I talk about something slightly more serious. Oh, even though I'm full with pancakes. Oh my god. But you know, I was mentioning a few clips ago about treating yourself, you know, and whatever. And, you know, this is something that I always wanted to do for like 20 years. You know, Sean was involved in that day. I guess he was one of the ones playing Magic, you know, in that tournament, whatever. But, so, and you know, I finally had the money to do it, for one thing. And for another thing, I mean, if you don't know the lore, about, that's a little over a year and a half, almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years at the end of July. Kind of had an incident, you know, pretty serious, apparently. That's what everybody tells me. Just, you know, some blood clots in my lungs, whatever, you know. And, you know, here I am, like a year and a half later, still alive. So, you know, I mean, you gotta, you know, I guess you gotta enjoy life where you can, you know, get the good stuff in before it's gone, you know, I guess. So, I don't know. I'm not a medical professional, but everybody tells me it's pretty serious. So, but that's what I finally had the money to do this, and it's like, you know what? I mean, I guess you just never know when your number's up, so count while you can. Is that a good analogy, I guess? Yeah. Make the days count while you can. Hey, there's a good one. I just heard a plane somewhere. I thought maybe I was going to see it fly over, but I didn't. I just realized I could have had breakfast in a bath. Shame. You want to see something really neat? Hi, me pooping. Hi, me pooping. It's bright out there now. Well, after taking a rainfall shower, I must say, it's a shower. I felt like sometimes I was watching my arm or something, like I was getting my face a little bit too close to the water. I don't know if I like that or not, but I guess it was a nice experience. I don't know. I'm so tall that a lot of times, you know, showers in hotels, I kind of have to duck or, you know, bend over backwards like I'm in the fucking Matrix to wash my hair, you know. Gotta keep it pristine, what's left of it. You know, so any shower I don't have to duck under to like actually wash myself is a win, though. I'm taking these. I got pretty much cleaned up and packed. And it's 11 o'clock, so I got an hour to just sit here and enjoy my view. I mean, I guess I could turn the TV on so that it doesn't feel left out. Because I haven't turned it on a single time. My entertainment, like, this has been my show. I've been, you know, watching the world go by from these two chairs right here. It is a little warm sitting over here by the window, so I had to turn the air back on. The one thing that is a little annoying There's these dots in the window. And then there's the one that says Westin. But luckily, those don't get in my view too much. I think I might have got a little bit of those juices, the sauces from that Ethiopian food last night on my ghost plushie. Oops. I guess I must say the bed is longer than it looks, or it was long enough for me. Hey. I'm down to like my last 15 minutes. Boo, and I still gotta get shoes on. Socks and shoes on. So that's why I say 15 minutes, because then it'll be like 11:50, which will give me 10 minutes to grab my shit. Well, I mean, put my socks and shoes on. I might have to do it sooner than that. I don't know. I doubt they, you know, if I'm in here until like 12:01, if I don't, want to get downstairs to the front desk and check out, I doubt if I check out like, 5 minutes late, they're gonna, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. Hopefully not. I probably shouldn't find out. Then I gotta go out there where the people are, instead of just watching them from on high. On high, not while high. Though I did scarf down those pancakes. I can even hear the streetcar ding from up here before it leaves. I'm still going to go down to River City Market today because there were some shops that I wanted to hit. I don't know about Minsky's. I don't know if I have the room for it anymore. I guess I'll just have to get high. Instead of puppy power, it's puffing power. You know what I mean? I was a little worried because it's like today, obviously I'm not going to go check my bag for $30 for just a couple hours. So I was a little worried carrying a bag with me, but like from watching people down here in the street, I've seen a lot of them, of course Sean and I were walking around with our bags. We ended up we forgot to check them at the tower, though nobody said anything to us. I just happened to ask the guy before we went up in the tower, I'm like, do we need to leave our bags down here? And he's like, oh yeah, you can just toss them over there. So, if I hadn't said anything, you probably would have just went up with them and wouldn't have noticed. But, because that was the end of the day. I don't know. But yeah, I've seen people walking around with big bags, and they're probably used to it around here, with like being Union Station, people coming in on trains and stuff, and not being able to check into their rooms, and yada, yada, yada. So, I mean, I guess if anybody makes a deal out of it, like that lady did last night with my camera, like I didn't even have my camera out. I was just carrying it. Good Lord, lady. Main character syndrome, maybe? Much? Jesus. Whatever. I mean, so if anybody makes a big deal out of it, I guess I could just like leave it at the counter or something. But other than that, nobody's probably gonna say anything to me. I remember a long time ago, you're not supposed to take food into like stores and stuff. But we were walking around some strip mall. We went and got Cold Stone Creamery. I left my ice cream in the car because I didn't think we were supposed to take it in the store. We're going in Best Buy. Nick just took his in and was eating it in front of people. Nobody said shit to him, so I guess nobody really cares. Well, I got my socks and shoes on, so I'm doing this one step at a time. One last look at the view. I will definitely book this room again, or maybe the corner suite, so they can see this way and toward the tower next time, maybe. Or I might go over there to Hilton Home to Suites. Maybe. We'll see. It'll be a while before I can afford this. Anyway, probably. I did get curious and look behind the counter here, just because there's so much space back there. And I saw a card, and I'm like, oh, what's that card? I turned out one of these. I'm like, did somebody drop a picture back there? But there is like somebody's shirt or something back there. Sorry to whoever that belongs to. It's still there if you want it. Ooh, I got one of these this time. With the window.
12th floor, going down.
That's a good way to end. Leaving. used to be a restaurant that would spin, but I don't think it spins or is a restaurant anymore. And so begins my 4 hours. Decided I'm going to do River City Market first since it's a little bit further away. Do the closer stuff. That way if I have to skip something, I have to skip something. But at least I'll be closer by. It's already here tempting me. But I'm going to go shop first. I believe that's the Chinese market I was going to try to make it to. It looks so much further on the map. Welcome. Looks like it goes on for a little while. Some there. The market there. Got a child there. Woo. Ice cream cones. Neat. Now I've made it to the other end of the store. More good stuff. I think this might be the party section. Room for more. Sometimes I do want to get something just because of the characters on it. I thought those were pumpkin pocky and I got so excited. I think I need to calm down. This is only the first store. There's even a little toy nook. Decorations, I guess. 2. I don't think I want to trust anything that plugs in. Unfortunately, they don't have any drinks that aren't already removed. I told you I needed to calm down. My bag's already full. Here's Yoki. Jesus, that's a big Pikachu. Gotta go in the nerdy store. Games, and there's some Funko Pops somewhere down there. Of course, see the big wheel while it's still here. Gotta do the candy store. This is like a holy grail, I think. I'm not even really sure what's in here. Just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pigeon! There's a big restaurant I was thinking about trying. Next time. 2 pigeons. Oh, bye. It smells so good through there, I'll tell you. Of course, I gotta do the soda shop. Well, now I have too much shit. I'm hoping this one turns around and goes back. I was correct. Just in case this is a wedding, you have to crash it. I still got 2 hours to kill, so I'm gonna go to back to Crown Center. Because Union Station's where I gotta be to leave anyway, so I'll come back here. And there's only like one shop I care about anyway. It may be a good thing I'm not staying at the Westin tonight. That's school buses. And bags. Oh, yikes. I don't know if I just didn't see this, or if it just happened. I was going to go to Crown Center, but this says it is also the link, but I haven't been down this way. I don't know where it goes. Guess we'll find out. Maybe it'll lead to that lawyer's office I found the last time I was up here walking around all day. That just led me back to where I was, but at least Crown Center's open this time. Checking out Toy World that the high schoolers are invading. They do have a few action figures. I thought it came this way, but I don't remember Crayola or the Museum of Barbecue. We're definitely down there because there's Thompson's. So I don't know. Apparently the 3rd floor is a clothing store. And that store went deep to go to the music theater, I guess, up here. And you can look down over everything. More candy. I saw plenty of seats over here, but that's because it's closed. Oh yeah, I wasn't hungry for Minsky's, but walking around Crown Center I got hungry, so I came to Unforked. I think I'm in the middle of a very long line somewhere. I got the Akaushi burger, which I guess this explains, I don't know, something about it. And the 24-hour fries, excuse me, and a Sprite to take on the train with me. Oh, I guess that's painted. I thought it was a sticker. I've seen a pizza sticker. I thought that was a pepper. back to Union Station for my last 40-ish minutes. And check it out. I can actually go down this way today. I've never gotten in here before. Much like yesterday. There's usually some kind of event going on. Cool. Yeah, there's where the bridge is supposed to be. But for some reason it's closed. And also, as far as I know, this is too. Apparently not. I guess I do have 40 minutes. Oh, no, this... Oh, for donation. You can do a donation. Let's see, I didn't think it cost. But... here it comes. Okay, we've made a donation. Going in. Oh, I got it all set up for Easter, I guess. I didn't think about that. Oh. Little leftover St. Patty's Day too. There's a little guy. I guess he just goes in and out. It's kind of like Fritz's, you know, and how they deliver your. Made a spill. Yeah, they deliver your food by train, and they have, you know, trains going in the windows and stuff. Oh, hello. Goodbye. The race. You're not going to win if you stop. That little one reminds me of the one of Mr. Rogers. Just goes around and around. And a dinosaur attack. Okay. I still got half an hour. I'm good. I thought maybe another one would come through here, but somebody honked. Got some littler ones here in the next room. Oh, and Western Auto. Cool. Cool. That one's lit up. I guess this controls it, maybe? Maybe this little guy. It's a lot. Oh. I thought those were French fries. We got a real little one going over here. Toot toot. Yeah, got some Lego here. I'm starting to worry this thing was bigger than I thought it was. A little room there with a few, and new display coming soon. And here's this one in this room for the Legos, and then this is some kind of dedicated collection. It doesn't say this is closed. How much time do I have? Should probably check that. Not my face. Why my face? Got 20 minutes. Ah, yes. This is the bridge. You can watch the trains on the bridge. And I smell the barbecue. Yeah, this is the pedestrian bridge. Maybe it wasn't closed yesterday. I don't know. And now I'll never know. Let's see, there's tech stack. I should probably, I gotta be down there somewhere in like 20-ish minutes, so maybe I better finish taking my pictures in the inside and get where I'm going. Yeah, it's mainly just a big open room, but I guess that's why they hold so many events here. Well, now we wait, I guess. It's less creepy with more people. There's the home displays.
Go ahead, yeah.
Sitting up close too.
How's it going, man? Doing all right, thank you. It's all good.
On one of these.
Also be three doors open here at Lee Summit. Find a conductor at the door to get off at Lee Summit if Lee Summit is your station stop. Once again, Lee Summit, Missouri now arriving.
We are now departing Lee Summit. Next stop, Warrensburg. At this time, the conductor will be coming through to inspect and scan your e-tickets. Please have them ready, together with your identification, to expedite the process. To connect to Amtrak Wi-Fi, select Amtrak Wi-Fi in your device network settings. Then accept and connect.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your conductor speaking. I'd like to take this time to welcome everybody on board Amtrak 316, the Missouri River Runner with service to St. Louis. We got remaining station stops today in Warrensburg, Sedalia, Jefferson City, Herman, Washington, Kirkwood, and then our final destination of St. Louis Gateway Station. As that you please wear your shoes. If I have, we do want to thank you for choosing Amtrak as one of transportation today. Welcome aboard.
All I see is train. There's something else again, finally. There's the soccer field. I mow that. Well, I am home. Getting an earful from Miss Mix. Where have you been? Where have you been? So, and I always show you, I only bought one magnet because since I only went up in the tower, I just, luckily they had a magnet just for the tower. So here it is, right here, next to my horror movie things. It's over here on the Missouri side of things, where I put, you know, Missouri related items and some are just regular collections. But over here is where, I don't know if I mentioned when I was filming the big wheel, we'd been to the Arabia Steamboat Museum before, once a long time ago. And then, if you hadn't heard, if you're not a Missouri native, that actually their lease is up, and I never quite figured exactly what's going on with it. Like, if the city just doesn't want to renew their lease, did I say leasey? Lease, or if they don't want to renew it, or because it almost sounded like the city wants to do something different with the space, and I mean it does take up a lot of room. I actually ran into a college friend, Devin, at Crown Center. Her and her son were stopping, picking up food, and we were on our way to the tower, or whatever. We were talking about something about the Steamboat Arabia, I don't know, or that's what we were up here for last time, or whatever. And she was like, oh yeah, because I guess they rotate, they have so much stuff in storage that they're able to, like, rotate displays every once in a while, so there's just so much stuff that they don't even have on display because it's in storage. But yeah, I don't really know what's happening with that, but it's here till June or July, I think, and then I guess they'll be moving it out. But we did do that last time, one of the last times we went up to the city. I don't know. That's a child. That's a child. Give me the child through dangers and told and hardships unnumbered. Well, speaking of that, I actually found some more of these mystical drinks at the KC soda shop. I don't know how well you can see. It's all glittery in there. So here's Cauldron Cola. I think it's like a sugar-free cola. Gross. But I want to add it with the other bottles. And then Unicorn Essence. I hadn't seen this one either. And the guy, he warned me at the counter. He's like, did you read the sign by these? Because they were like $8 a piece. But I don't remember how much the other ones were. I don't even know if I've drank the other ones. Maybe one of them. I don't know. But Gail, if you're watching, there's a couple more. They're at the KC Soda shop. If you wanna get them, I might send you send you a pic on Facebook Messenger. Let you know that I don't know if I ever drank the other ones. I think I drank one of them, maybe. Hell, I don't know. The child is not happy. The child is not happy. I am. Oh, excuse me. Tired. Gonna have to get some rest, especially since Parks and Rec starts tomorrow. If you didn't listen to the question of the week, they didn't get the weekly update. Yeah, Parks and Rec. He called me last Friday. I don't know. And he was saying, if you don't hear from me, because he was like, if you want to, because I guess this is like the middle of a pay period or something. He's like, well, you can start now or start next week, or I was like, oh, whenever, you know. And he's like, well, if you don't hear from me, because he had to check with like HR and make sure everything was okay, kosher, good to go, whatever. He's like, well, if you don't hear from me, show up Monday. So, and I didn't hear from him, so I guess I'm showing up Monday, tomorrow. I don't think 3 hours of sleep is going to do it, though. That's about all I'm going to get right now. Oh, so here's my punishment. My seat got stolen. Because I haven't been here. Right? Goodness. So. Oh, fudge duties. But it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. I guess, like, even just sitting in the room, like, looking out over the lights of the city, you know, and just, like, people watching, and kind of, like, I didn't even turn on my TV once. I didn't. I was, like, looking out the window, sitting by the window, you know. I would say maybe this gives me a good idea if I could handle, like, because that's one of the things I've always worried about with a cruise. Of course, there I was able to go to Crown Center. I was able to go get food. I was able to go, you know, go to the tower. Go, you know, on a cruise you're just kind of stuck. But I enjoyed just sitting in the room, relaxing, not doing anything. So that's pretty much all you do on a cruise if you're not, you know, going on excursions or something. But I definitely enjoyed it. I already want to do it again. I was like, I'm already ready to just go for another Kansas City weekend. You know. So. But working with Parks and Rec, going back and making this extra money, I might be able to do it again fairly soon. Of course, Sean and I were talking about doing an overnight, I think. Well, me and Mary Lee were talking about doing some kind of overnight in the city at some point, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know exactly what we were going to do, but it's kind of one of those things that we kind of started the talking stages of it, and that's about all it ever got to, and then we kind of stopped discussing it, so we might be doing it again fairly soon. It'd be a good time. I'd be down for it. I'd definitely be down. But I guess I need to figure my shit out until tomorrow. So, but yeah, good times, and I don't know. Brain is shutting down. So actually, I dozed off. I dozed a lot on the train trip home. I just kept like waking up, and I'm like, oh shit. But I hadn't missed my stop because I'm home, obviously, much to Miss Meeks' delight, of course. Yes, but anyway, have a good one, and I shall see you for what I see you.